kind of a very core presentation, and it will take you further if you really want to understand what's happening to the economy and to the future skills of South Africa. So that, as you are aware, that now we are advocating for transformation, we want women to really be, to understand the digital technology. So for us to really understand that, Sis will be here, and please, if you have any question, do ask, because once we are out, you will be communicating with us with the emails and other things. But if you are not going to question Sis Nosi, the one who's actually dealing with the matter, so I will appeal to you to really, for now, close the laptop and concentrate on the presentation for today. I guess Sis Nosi is on the line. Hi, Sis Nosi. Hello.
One, two, and yeah, now it's fine.
Sound.
Exactly, I will wait for your guidance.
No, I'm saying just say something. I want to test the sound whether it's loud or not.
Okay, can you hear me then? Okay, let me also test the presentation just to be sure before the presentation time comes. Can you see the presentation?
Yes.
Okay. saying, Zakele, and the colleagues that side and the team, maybe let me just introduce myself. Zipo Sihlahla, Department of Communications and Digital Technologies. Namhlanje ngizabe presenter on the digital and future skills and its program. And the presentation yam is focused on the policy perspective of digital skills. I understand Uti, there has been training that has started already. Please confirm, Ms. Gegane, if that is the case.
Yes.
Yes. So there has been training that has started already around digital skills. But my presentation is not focusing on the training. It's actually thinking that in government, how do we work from the policy side of it so that it can translate or it can be part of the implementation or the training that is actually happening. So the presentation that I'm flagging today, I'm just going to put it in presentation mode. Just a sec. Please confirm, Zakele, if the presentation is iyabonakala.
Yes. Yes.
Zakele?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Nami ngiyazwakala kahle to everybody, ne? All right. So the presentation, as I say, is focusing on the digital and future skills program. It's anchored on a strategy or a policy. Digital skills and why is it necessary that we have, as a country, we focus on digital skills. So the vision of the strategy, as I say, is that every South African, or everybody in South Africa should benefit from the enhanced levels of digital skills. Because if asinazo digital skills, or if as a country we don't promote ukuthi wonke umuntu abe some level of digital skills, then it's going to be very difficult to move into the digital future. Ngoba sonke siyazi ukuthi the future of the world, actually, of the digital economy, and everything else that is happening is strongly becoming digital. Digital transformation. And I'm sure, when we're doing the training, maybe what I am saying has already been covered. And now, what are the elements or is strategy as we're looking into skills that digital skills that should be at basic and intermediate level. We're also looking, and I'm going to talk to that in the next slides. We're also looking at building advanced digital skills. Apa we are talking about from basic level. People then need to move to advanced. So if, for example, at this basic and intermediate level, we are talking about undana, okanye umfundi, or primary education, as well as senior education. After we're building advanced digital skills, we are talking about those that are already beyond the schooling system, because we are preparing them for industry, which is the third level, industry and the world of work. That's another level the strategy is focusing on. And then beyond the industry and the world of work, there is what we call society, umphakathi, sonke, where we all have to have elements of digital skills. That is the reason why the Department of Communications, over these days, the workshop, they are making sure that by the time you leave the workshop, you have gotten some elements of digital skills, because digital futures expect wonke umuntu, whether you are a South African or non-South African, but expect wonke umuntu, particularly in South Africa, because we are focusing on policies about South Africa, certain levels of digital skills ukuze bakwazi ukuphila kumphakathi. And I'm going to talk to that again as I go through my presentation. Then the other element is awareness. What we are doing over this week is looking at awareness. People, be aware that there is this thing that is happening. Don't be left behind. Make sure you empower yourself. And then we'll talk about issues of coordination. What are the things that need to happen to make sure that all these things get coordinated, and there is funding to do digital skills development, and more importantly, there is a research. Because if we don't research, if we don't continually research, we find ourselves being left behind. So those are the 8 elements of digital skills strategy. And here, what is then these digital skills? When we're talking about digital skills, does that mean that if there was a lighter computer, I have got digital skills? If there was a cell phone, does that mean that I have got digital skills? And so on and so on. Yes, it is true. Digital skills is an all-embracing concept which covers broad span of skills, both hard and soft, but it makes people or empowers people to function efficiently in the 21st century. So, in the times as also, the fact that you are able to use digital devices, you are empowered to function efficiently. Apply online, it's a sign that you are digitally enabled. That's part of digital skills development. If we are to access e-services, the public services online, it's a sign that you have got digital skills. But you need them to go beyond that to be able to function now within the world of work as well within the society. So it is a component of South Africa's human resource growth capacity for economic, government, and social sectors. So who was by part of the economic development of South Africa? There is an expectation, and I emphasize this, who expected levels of digital skills. So it's an important skill that every company, every organization wants you to have in order to efficiently operate in that level. And then we also need then to be able to do that. We need access to infrastructure. We need digital skills development. We also need leadership in terms of digital skills strategy. That is why you have got Department of Communications and Digital Technologies, for example, assigned by Cabinet to lead the issue of digital skills development in the country. Now, at policy or at demand level, when we say demand level, we say ingaba ZDP skills ezifuneka kakhulu for people to be able to get to occupations. Ukuzukwazi ukufumana umsebenzi okanye ukuzukwazi ukusebenza in various levels of the economy. ZDP skills ozidingayo. Le research siyibonakala namhlanje this slide. It's a research that was done in 2022. And because digital development goes very fast, you'll find that although the report is a 2022 report, 3 years later, in 2025, some of these things will have been improved or changed. Or at this point in time, where we are is that these are the skills ezidingekayo ukuze ukwazi ukuoperator okanye ukwazi ukufumana imisebenzi demand in the digital economy. You need to be somebody or understand artificial intelligence. You need to be somebody or as you whether data analyst. Ndiyathanda ukuthi nijonge le ndaba ye-data analyst because many companies now they are looking at data analysts. They are using data analysts at entry level. Why are we using data analysts, or why is there a need for data analysts? It's because there is a lot of big data. Mhlambe training was taking place. There's a lot of data that is being collected by organizations. So they need data analysts now as part of entry-level occupations in the economy. And I'm not going to read all of them, but you also need e-learning specialists. A lot of schools and universities and colleges, they are going online. You find that if there is a high school, we are once, for example, ufunda UCT, afunde electric yakhe, okanye afunde grade 11 wakhe UCT, but ufunda University of Cape Town, we online learning school. That's why now they funa e-learning specialists. Abantu abaza develop content ye e-learning. Abantu abaza kufundisa online. Abantu abaza kwazi ukumakisha abantu on assessments online and so on. You know that UNISA, for example, is doing e-courses. Most of UNISA courses, if not all, are done online. Even though doctor, degree, you need to be an e-learning specialist because you are going to deliver education. Whether ufunda ebusu, whether ufunda UKZN, you can be able to study online, and we need e-learning specialists there. I'm not going to focus on all of them. I hope the slide is clear that side. You can take a screenshot and look at these skills, but I am just mentioning a few that will make you think to say, the reason why now we have got so many education institutions going online is because they are using what we call e-learning specialists. They are people who are developing content and so on and so on. So that's another area that you can look into as part of your digital skills development. And according to this report, Yango 2023, just a year after we had done this one in South Africa, this one was coming from the World Economic Forum. It suggests that digital literacy is one of the skills that every person, particularly in the African continent, should have. That's why, again, I will always say this, the Department of Communications is doing this kind of a workshop to give you digital literacy skills, because it has been found that between 2023 and 2027, we are only left with 2 years. Wonke umuntu needs to have digital literacy. So for you not to be left behind, you need to have that basic skill as digital literacy. Then the other one would be web development, data science, as well as human-computer interactions. At this point in time, at the time this research was done, some of them were not as in demand, compared to what it is happening today. But what I want to emphasize on with this slide is to say, Sijo is slide with that thing 80, as somebody who is in the Sub-Saharan includes South Africa, these are the skills that are required for us to grow our economies, for us to grow our capacity as the Sub-Saharan Africans. And therefore, what is the strategy then saying in terms of the skill sets to have got demand-driven skills in South Africa? We call it theory of change. Theory of change simply means yintoni ofuneke ufocus kuyo to make things change. So, in South Africa, we need to focus on the issues of science, technology, engineering, arts, mathematics, innovation, and entrepreneurship. That's the theory of change for South Africa. If we make sure that we produce more scientists that are digitally capable, we produce more technologists, we produce more engineers, we produce more artisans, we produce people with mathematics, we produce people with innovation as well as entrepreneurship. Why is this thing important? It's because So almost every sector, or almost every area of development in South Africa, we are taking things from other worlds, and we are not innovating as them from our side, as them would know where to. So we need to have more innovation happening in the country. And most importantly, because there is a high level of unemployment, abantu, they are not equipped to be entrepreneurs. So we need to also focus on digital entrepreneurship, which makes people to be able to create employment rather than being waiting for employment or seeking for employment. A lot of people in the continent, we are waiting, for employment to find us. But if we promote more and more digital entrepreneurship, abantu, they are not waiting for jobs, but they are creating opportunities. And therefore, nazi izinto ekufuneka sijoge sifocuse kuzo. We need to look into issues of entrepreneurship and business management, issues of languages, because if you are a language your computer or your digital is mainly in English. How do we turn around? How do we change that theory such that languages, different languages are included in that space? And I'm going to move fast because I know the time is going to be moving very fast, and I've got another meeting after this one. And therefore, having looked at that theory of change, having looked at what are the things that are required by the economy, what are the skills that are in demand, zintoni thina as South Africans that we should be doing. I'm going back now to that first slide that had a picture of 8, which I called 8 elements, where I said we need to focus on basic and intermediate digital skills. We call that digital foundations. Why is it important for us to focus on digital foundations? Is to make sure that young people specifically, and that does not exclude but when we focus on digital foundations, by the time they pull my eskoleni, they khangela imisebenzi, they khangela isikole to study beyond grade 12, to study beyond grade 9, if umuntu transition from grade 9. They must have the skills to function in the economy. Ngamanye amazwi, i-curriculum yethu needs to include digital skills. It is for that reason usiva esikolweni kuthethwa nge-coding ne-robotics. It's because those are the basic elements of a computer development. Ezenza abantwana bethu, by the time they fail grade 12, when they continue with those digital skills, by the time they exit to grade 12, they've mastered how to be a computer programmer, how to be a developer. What does it mean when we talk digital entrepreneurship? What does it mean to be a digital business? So we would like curriculum here to focus on those things, to include those things in the curriculum. Question that I normally get asked when I present this slide, eating, but not all the schools have got the courses or the modules that we are talking about. Yes, I acknowledge that as part of a government official, but it doesn't mean that ayenzeki South Africa. Iyenzeka. It's just that we are at different levels of implementing that. So if you are sitting there in this workshop and you are saying, but what you are talking about, ayenzeki kwesasikolo salandawo ndisuka kuyo, it is because of the reason that we are at different levels of implementation, but at policy level, because I'm presenting a policy perspective, at policy level, that is what is required. That is what cabinet wants to see in all the schools of South Africa. And then we also need to make sure that our teachers, what we call digital pedagogical knowledge of teachers, the knowledge on how to deliver learning and teaching using digital. And lastly, there must be infrastructure. Those are the 3 main areas that we need to focus on to have digital foundations in South Africa. don't wait. We're not saying, I as at advanced level until we get it right with digital skills. That's not what I mean. As we get it right with digital foundations, we also need to build advanced digital skills because, again, the country is at different levels. As the economy, we are at different levels. So this level is focusing on those that are already at higher education, as college, as university, and private colleges, and so on. We're saying when people graduate from universities, they must have digital skills-oriented qualifications and digital businesses showing increased levels of growth. Your level city, wonke umuntu ose-college, ose-university, kufuneka by the time ephuma, angaphumi ajonge umsebenzi, aphume any ideas zokuthi how can I create opportunities. Digital skills can become very critical in doing so. For example, you'll find that when senior universities, we have got what is called digital marketing. That's creating a digital business using marketing, promoting. For example, if you are an artist or somebody who likes entertainment, I know that a lot of young people like entertainment. You can be a digital marketer, promoting entertainment using online platforms. I'm just making one example. But most of universities and colleges are mandated to have certain modules of digital included in their teaching and learning. Again, I repeat, that's why you find most universities, most colleges are now going online, is to make sure that we improve digital skills orientation. So we are focusing on future-oriented systems, higher education, use of platforms for advanced digital skills digital skills development, as well as a vibrant ecosystem for digital entrepreneurship. A system that says, let's produce more people who are digital-oriented entrepreneurs. Abantu abakwaziyo ukuzibonela opportunities rather than being consumers of TikTok. They are producers and developers of TikTok. They are able to develop apps that can be able to generate money for them. I know a lot of young people, as I said, I didn't see the people I'm talking to, and that is a problem that my colleagues put me through. I don't know who I am talking to, unfortunately, but if I am talking to a lot of young people there, I know that most of you have got platforms or apps such as TikTok. TikTok is a Chinese app, and it's generating billions. Can we do that with African apps that can generate billions for our sub-Saharan Africa? So we need to think in those regards, in that way of thinking when we think about using the digital and having digital skills and devices in our heads. Then the next level is the skills for industry and the world of work. It is element number 3. It says here, in the workplace, we need to transition from paper-based into a digital-based way of working. Here in the city, it's important that everybody has digital literacy, because if you go to Home Affairs, and Home Affairs is using a digital-based It is therefore important for us to all have digital skills, whether you are in the working space, whether you are in the society. And what are the things that government needs to put in place? We need to have implementation of digital skills development within the workplace. Companies, organizations, government departments need to promote digital skills development. Case in point, in our government, we have got what we call School of Government. School of Government is focusing on making sure that employees of government are trained on digital skills capabilities. So there are courses that have been designed to make sure that employees of government transition from a paper-based to a digital-based way of working. That is what we call workplace-based learning. And then the next level is focusing now on society, which is what we are focusing on in this workshop today. And a special focus is on young people, not in employment, education, training. It's because, as I had said before, we have got a high level of unemployment in the country. That's why a focus will be saying, what do we do to all put our efforts around minimizing the high level of unemployment? Digital skills is seen as one area, or skills development is seen as another area that can make sure that young people not in employment, education and training receive access to digital skills development. And not just access to digital skills development, to labor market opportunities. In Department of Communications, get into different partnerships with business to say, business, we don't want a situation where people are trained on those demand skills I showed you, the ones on e-learning specialist, data analyst, web developers, cyber security, and total skills, but about money, opportunities, and miscellaneous. That's what we call labor market opportunities. So we're making inroads with business to say, business, after people are trained on these demand skills, make sure that you absorb them. Make sure that they find opportunities within the labor market. So what you are doing today is a starting point. Please don't end here. Empower yourself even more with online learning so that you can be able to get opportunities in the labor market. But don't end there again. To ensure that you are able to create digital opportunities for yourself and for people in South Africa. So that's why what we call Society 4.0. What do we need to do there is to unlock learning and building skills opportunities. What we are doing today is one way of doing that. But it doesn't end there. It says that we need to look, for example, if you are going to prepare a digital certificate, what you are going to get at the end of that workshop. It says that when you have done training, we don't need to be when graduation ceremony at the end of the year. People must be able to get what we call digital or I nearly said blockchain certificates. It's not blockchain, but a digital certificate that you get as you finish that module, as you finish that certificate. You can be able to use it to build your profile, what we call a digital profile. So unlocking learning opportunities for people to get immediate accreditation and certification, and to address societal challenges. Government is acknowledging that, as I said, we are at different levels of societal challenges. So we must be able to address those different levels so that we bring a balance in the way of promoting, capacity or empowerment for South Africans. where we are all able to function at a level of digital well-being. Wonke umuntu wase-South Africa, even umuntu uya esibhedlela okanye kwiziko lempilo, that person must be able to get assistance through digital environments. The pain that we have as South Africans is for people to stay in queues the whole day waiting for medical, for example, medical assistance. It is not supposed to be like that. It's something that government is working on to say digital health and digital health literacy must be one of the things that we look into. Digital citizenship, the ones that I was talking about, where you are able to access online services without having to travel 50 kilometers from your home to where you are supposed to access services, and also making sure that we have got digital literacy for citizens. When we are talking about digital literacy and digital society, I'd say how can you help us as the Department of Social Development to make sure that we reduce the queues of people coming to access the social services or the social grants. And one of the things that government is working on is to make sure that everybody has got digital literacy. That's number one. But secondly, the services of government, there is infrastructure rather, to make sure that services are accessible online. And then the next level is to make sure that connectivity is affordable for people to access those services. So at policy level, that is what government is doing as a platform or to build a foundation for digital skills development in the country. What you are doing there as part of training, for example, or any other information that you are getting, is built on the foundation that everybody is a South African needs to have digital skills. That is how I will conclude my presentation today, colleagues, and I can take some questions or comments if there are any. Thank you so much. Back to you, Ms. Mhlaloso or Ms. Kekana.
Thank you, Sis Nosi. I'm going to hand over to the floor if they do have a question regarding the presentation. I can see others are sleeping. Hello.
Oh, now I can see. Maybe, sorry, colleagues, I blamed you because I was on presentation mode, so I did not see the room. So let me apologize for saying you did not show me the room, so I can see it now. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Sisi. I will actually hand over to the floor. Do you have any question that you want to ask to Sisi Nosi? Remember we said earlier that Mrs. Nosi will present the future skills. And she even mentioned a future courses that you guys need to look at, to contribute to the economy. So if you have any question, Mrs. Nosi is here. And she even mentioned the free courses that you can partake on. So from your side, do you have any questions that you want to ask regarding the presentation? But okay. Sis Nosi, here's a question for you.
Sanborn. So ngizwile everything that khona la khulume khona nge-digital oriented entrepreneur ne-digital entrepreneurship. So I just want to understand from there ukuthi these are two different things. Is it a cause that njengamanje are we doing it already, or it's a cause of some siyenze in the future?
Thank you for the question. Sis Nosi, do you want to attend? In front.
ukhuluma ngokuthi kuma-digital skills akhona nasezoqhubeka uma ngabe usukwenzile, is it more or less opportunities ukuthi as i-youth sithole imisebenzi?
Okay, the second question was the program that we are conducting now. Do they have a future on those kind of programs? And the program, like the program that we are undertaking now, the digital awareness. Yes. And the second one? Oh, and actually she's asking if there is an opportunity by them here. Did you get the question, sister?
Yeah, to a certain degree, I got the question.
Okay.
Let me try to answer them. The first one is talking about digital-oriented. I think she was saying, I spoke about digital-oriented businesses. I think that was the question.
Yes.
And then I have spoken about digital entrepreneurship. And she wanted to know, is there a difference? Okay, when we say digital oriented, maybe let me flag that slide again, Ella, so that I'm flagging the slide again. Yes, it was this slide. I want to put it on presentation. Yeah, I think we want to up digital oriented, or the digital skills oriented qualifications. Now, you're going to purple, the orange. It graduates, particularly women and girls, should have digital skills oriented qualifications. Ngamanye amazwi ithi into oyifundayo, if ufunda masithi manje yena the sister there uza decide to register, I don't know what qualification anayo. Uzo decide to register, okanye masithi the student esiphuma namhlanje okanye last week matric. But esiya college, university, efunda online, efunda whatever. By the time a graduator makabe nayo iskill esi-oriented, ngamanye amazwi iskill sakhe funeke simkhombe towards a digital space, that digital skills oriented. So ungafunda mhlawumbe i-business studies e-university okanye college, it's a business management. I-business management yakho ifuneka ibe ne-modules ezizakubonakalisela okanye ezizakwenza ukwazi ukufunda digital okanye ukwenza izinto digital. Yiyo laa nto we're talking about digital entrepreneurship. I think she was asking, kukhona umahluko on digital oriented qualifications and digital entrepreneurship? Yes, akukho mahluko, but digital oriented qualification says Ndakwenzela umzekelo nge-digital marketing. Digital marketing, ukuyakhumbula before there was what is called marketing. People would go to a college, a university, bayofunda marketing. But it was not digitally oriented. It was just marketing. How do you become a marketer? How do you become a salesperson? But ngoku kufuneka la marketing yakho ibe ne-areas okanye ibe ne-modules ze-digital. By the time uphuma kuloo course ye-marketing yenzileyo, funeke ikufundise how to market things digital. Ezi zinto ezithengisayo, if ndithengisa bedding, how do I sell the bedding also digitally? That's digital marketing. So digital orientation says if focus yako must always think about digital. Digital entrepreneurship says njengomuntu ozenzela business lakho, make sure that you include some digital there. If umuntu othengisayo, make sure that with cell phone yakho, with WhatsApp group zakho, you include your products. With Facebook yakho, include your products. If uzenza ezolimo, I know people are very agriculture oriented. So if wenza ezolimo uthengisa izinto zakho from ukulima, put them on your Facebook, put them on your WhatsApp page, put them on your TikTok. Create yourself if you don't know how to do an app. On your TikTok account, put your products there. That's called digital businesses. Now, as an entrepreneur, that's what we mean by digital entrepreneurship. I can love, but I'm just giving you basic elements. Then what are the digital opportunities? The opportunities are things that you find and say, I'm going to make an example of China. China, cheap. It means that if I buy them in bulk from China, I can sell them digitally. It's an opportunity that you find. I buy them in the groups of 50. And then when I sell them, I do a markup and sell them. That means you have found an opportunity. That's what we call by digital opportunities. Again, I can say it can be on learning. There are learning courses that you find. In Nemisa, I don't know if Nemisa is there. Nemisa has got courses that they do online. That's an opportunity that you don't need to pay for. Find that opportunity and make use of it. And say, okay, Nemisa has got these courses. I must enroll on these courses and be able to empower myself. Free of charge, because government is paying for that. Free of charge, but make sure that it doesn't end there. I am able to use that information to locate some opportunities for myself, for my sister, for my brother, for my fellow neighbor, for my community. So that's what we mean by labor market opportunities. It doesn't mean that you must always be employed, but you must be able to find those opportunities yourself. Yeah, I will end the time without wasting more time. Ella, sorry for that.
Thank you, Sisi. Do you still have any question for Sisi Sonosi? Or who Petro want to add something?
Morning, Musical. Morning, ladies.
Morning.
Because I couldn't you earlier, just started. I just wanted to add to the question that was asking about, do we have an opportunity after this course? I think as Musical was explaining, it's your choice whether you have an what we said on the first day is that we are trying to give you opportunities so that you are able to get out of the situation of being in gender-based violence, and that's basically what we're trying to do. So it's really up to you whether you take the opportunity or whether you don't take the opportunity. But that's essentially what I wanted to add. Thanks.
Thank you, Petra. But before we release Sis Nosi, I don't see any hand. Maybe because she has already mentioned that she got commitment. Are you allowing us to release her? Okay. Thank you, Sis Nosi. Thank you so much for your support and availing yourself. Okay. Petra said before you leave, can they give you a digital flap?
I like that one. I think I'm like,
She's a champion.
what a digital clip. Thank you. Goodbye.
Maybe before we continue with the next presentation, can Sis Sherry come here and assist us? I can see people are sleeping. Maybe one Vavavuru exercise. Yeah, no, people are sleeping really. So let's agree that we're gonna stand up and take one exercise. Muscat.
Boom Chicka Boom from the award-winning CD, #1 Best Kid Songs by The Learning Station. This is a repeat after me song, so make sure you repeat everything I say and do. I said a boom chicka boom. 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 I said a boom chicka rocka chicka rocka chicka boom. I said a boom chicka rocka chicka rocka chicka boom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One more time. One more time. I said a boom chicka boom. 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 I said a boom chicka rocka chicka rocka chicka boom. I said a boom chicka rocka chicka rocka chicka
Colleagues, we are going to take a second presentation from our stakeholder film publication board. Usis Nosi is Nosilian. So Usis Nosi Lala is here. She will be giving us a presentation. Can you give her 2 minutes to settle down? She just want to put his what do you call it? No zippo. Okay, no zippo. Don't bear with me. No zippo. Okay, noted. So can you give her 5 minutes to settle down? Okay. Nosi. She's ready to give us a presentation for. Okay. Usis Nosi is coming from the Film and Publication Board. She's here to raise awareness of cyberbullying and other online harms. So we are collaborating with them to promote the safer internet practices. I will hand over to Sis Nosi to take us through.
Sanibonani? Yebo. Ninjani? Nami ngiyaphila njengoba sekushiwo mina ngoNosipho Dladla ngisebenzela uFilm and Publication Board. By a show of hands, ngicela ukubona nje ukuthi bangaka abantu abawazi uFPB or if they've heard about it. I promise I'm not going to ask you ukuthi usho ukuthini. Because sometimes bayasaphakamisa bese ethi bese ngibuzwa la. Just ukuthi wakwezwa yini ngo-FPB before. No, okay. Yazini engijabulisayo ngalokho ukuthi lizofunda something new. Is okay, uFPB umele uFilm and Publication Board. Probably you've seen it, kodwa awukazunaki. Mangabe uhlela phansi ubuka imovie, iyasho imovie ukuthi this movie is rated 16. Angithi? Iphinde futhi ithi L. U-L usho ukuthini? U-B? PG? Okay. Esengizokubuza manje sengicela isandla manje. U-D? Owaziyo ukuthi u-D usho ukuthini? Then you will raise your hand ungitshele. Because lawa amanye ngase siyawazi. D. Think about it. D. Again, go for a guess. I've got a prize. Come on. Yes. Definitely. No, think about it. Ngama move ukuthi ingabe ikuonishani u-D angithi u-P u-PG waiting has angithi sithi u-L u-language. Why kubalulekile u-language is because uzobe kukhona inhlamba lapho kuleyo movie angithi. So it's important ukuthi u-L siwazi as umphakathi or as consumers of leyo movie ukuthi okay if mina ngingayithandi inhlamba shuthi angeke ngiyibuke leyo nto angithi. Right? Futhi ey'nganeni as well, because we don't only protect abantu abadala, iy'ngane more especially, right? Ingane nje by nature, when ibona something ifuna ukuyenza. Angithi ngike ngibone ingane ibuka imovie mhlawumbe yakarate, ngathi sasifuna ukwenzani? Iya-acta lo mkarate, angithi? Okusho ukuthi mangabe ibuka inhlamba, ngakusasa sizoyithola isiyenzani? Isithuka inhlamba. So, in that context, sicabanga ukuthi u-D usho ukuthini? Kanti aphakamise umuntu. Nango phakamise kuqala. I hope we didn't Google it. Domestic violence. Okay, wrong. Okay. Dialogue. Wrong.
I should spell it.
Okay.
Danger.
Danger. Wrong. Okay. Yes. Disclosure. Wrong. Documented. Wait, ma. Wrong. Yes! kids. So Nancy, we are in the interest of protecting children, yabona? So we fall under the Department of Digital Technology. Singiphatha kuMinister nathi, si-entity encane, but senza umsebenzi obalulekile. So we go around, sikhuluma nomphakathi, sikhuluma nezingane, we go to schools, we go to nje la kukhona umphakathi khona, sixwayise ngale nto lena ukuthi one, if u-expose ingane to certain material, umphumela walapho ungaba yini, yabona? Sikhulumile ngokuthi ingane by nature into eyibukayo ifuna ukuyenza. So ingane is like a sponge, right? So if it's in a city, we're gonna expose our children to violence. City, build the South African giant. So it's a scar thina futhi angithi. If we so siskhala nge-gender-based violence, so siskhala crimes, siskhala ngazo zonke izinto, right? So it's our responsibility as adults or caregivers ukuthi okay, right? Ingane ayika-exposeki to harmful content. Kuye kwaya-ke ngo-2022 President wasayina ukuthi i-act yethu, because this is an act that you can actually use. It's a Film and Publication Act, right? So why sayina wenza ama-amendments? Ama-amendments ase-include online, because we can't sit around and think ukuthi online awukho ama-dangers laphaya. Ziningi ama-cases esiwazwile where now things started where? Online. Yabona? Nanokuthi online platforms, I can be anyone I want to be. Ingaba umuntu na 12, ngixoxa nabafana abancane, ngibona ukuthi oh lo uthanda ibhola, alright? Ngigoogle nami ukuthi ubani odlala ibhola manje, oh Ronaldo, okay, angazi ukuthi ngebhola, I'm just making an example. Yabona? Then ngixoxa naye, ingane inengqondo elula, ifuleka kalula, kulula ukuthi over time, sixoxe, igcina isidivulge yona i-information eyazi la ekhaya, bafuna ngikade usisoma omncane, mina besemsebenzini, mina ngithandi, useyangitrust angithi, usekhuluma nami angithi, right? Enye into, we make lento ekuthiwa yini, i-child pornography punishable, of which iyona-ke lena-ke sebebethekile-ke manje, where minors beyi-videoize bona, benzani? Benza sexual acts, whether ucansi or beyiveza umzimba, yabona? So lokho by law akukho akuvumelekile, it's illegal, yabona? But lento le kuthina sangena kanjani, ngazi uyibuza hawo amafilimu ngena kanjani, but iyangena ekutheni ukuthi the type of videoizer you are creating material, yabo? Isise, yabo? Then most of ifaka kuma platforms usuwenzani manje, usuwenza ukuthi kungene thina ke manje, yabo? Because uhlukumezani leyo ngane esuke injani i-underage, yabona? Kusingena kanjani ukuthi you can actually use i-act yethu ukuthi uprosecute lowo muntu loyo. Maningi ama-case lokho eqhamuka, whereas uzwe kuthiwa lento le yaqala online, yabona? Wamsendela a friend request, waqeda lapho wamthengela i-airtime, because these people are very patient, ama-pedophiles. Amthengela i-airtime athi ungatsheli muntu, kuye. Gcina sekwenzeka isigameko esikhulu when it could have been avoided, which is why we have people like me, who is an advocacy compliance officer, ohamba iy'kole mahhala nasemphakathini. So nani ningimeme mawukuthi ngizoyishiya inamba, mawukuthi mhlambe nama-awareness where you want ukuthi kukhulunywe nomphakathi ngale nto lena, right? Ukuthi wena as umzali-ke uyazi kwenzekalani efanele ingane yakho? How many of us know? Okay, very good. Do you know ukuthi mangabe at 8 o'clock wena uthi yey akulalwe manje ucinye ugesi ukuthi yena uyalala ngempela noma usuke imbozile kanje engubeni? Usuke imbozile ne? Enye into guys uyalala. That's very good. Ngiyakuthanda lokho. But enye into guys, I think ama-opportunities ukuthi sideposite ulwazi ey'nganeni zethu maningi, yabona? Kunokuthi into siyi-prevent, sithi hayi ngiyithatha ifoni njengoba dosha, ngithatha ifoni angithi ifoni umthengeleli uyafona futhi abe nayo okwakho ukuthi talk to your child umtshele ukuthi nangu abantu bekuthengela ifoni une-right une-responsibility towards le phone okay ngizonibuza umbuzo manje-ke futhi esizokhuluma ngayo kwe-bullying egcwele ey'koleni ne yabona egcwele yenye inkinga le eyenza ukuthi upresident avume ukuthi singene nathi online ezinye amanye ama-topic lawo engikhuluma ngawo ey'koleni right ingane nefoni iyana esikoleni which is wrong okay but siyileke nayo ngizonenzela i-example okay babili bayajola awazi wena umzali ukuthi bayajola else abajoli doesn't matter mhlawumbe babangani athi lo munye omfana cela ungisendela isithombe sakho ungaqombile it happens does it not it does yes so athi cela ningiphi isithombe while ngikhuluma uyasifuna umphathi so okay so athi lo mfana cela ungisendele isithombe ngicela lana siphakamise futhi asimemezi angithi niyazi ukuthi ngifuna ukunipha so but ngeke ulibebeze i-aunt right athi lo mfana cela ungisendele inote athi lo munye no ugirl ancenge uboy every day khulunywa le ndaba cela phela mfethu egcine ebonile lona ukuthi yazini maybe to keep the relationship yabo nanokuthi ngiyamthemba othi ngimsendele right amsendele bafunda esikoleni esisodwa lo uboy athatha isithombe right asitshengisa abangani bakhe phela obvious atshengisa abangani bakhe because ufuna ukuprove ukuthi naye uney'ntombi yabona sisabalala isithombe singene emagroupini kube yinkinga nje naw ugela ngasifuna ukuya esikoleni ungageli ayisikoleni ayosho ukuthi ingane iyakhala ingane ifuna ukuyibulala because of this incident sengiwuprincipal-ke mina ngifuna ningitshele noba u-2 nonke la ukuthi who must I suspend kule 2 le wait ngise no shouting and then on top of that ungitshela ukuthi what is the reason most boy why most girl why uzoqala ngala yes sis
odd because intombazane ngingamtshela nayo ukuthi ma usibambane ukuthi ngisende isithombe sami so mina kufanele ukuthi wathi msendula ngimtshela ukuthi ngithanda ukufisa noma umuntu amthembayo atshele ifisa ngakho
alright ngizwile i-answer yasisi ukuthi both because ugirl could have communicated nomzali wakhe of which is not always easy ne it's not always easy yes you understand alright phela ngizingala manje and it's also who's wrong and why
ngicabanga ukuthi bobabili barongi okokuqala akufanele baphathe amafoni esikoleni okwesibili la bazele imfundo abazele lezinto asebezenza manje okusho ukuthi kwabona barongi nje ukuthi benze izinto ezirong impela
right shuthi ngibaxoshe bobabili as a principal ukhona omunye yebo yes ngizoniphithi ukukhuleka
Ukufana simele sasikole okuyena obelo ukuthi usekhiphe umzimba wakho ngaphandle kwemishini yakhe. Ngishatha ngokusendele ngoba ngithanda kodwa uRob sekubonisa abanye abantu kwami bekhulisa.
ngizothatha the last two ebese ngiseyibhala obvious ngize ngapha akekho phakamisile ngapha okay
Okay, mina ngokwami ngathi umfana kumele asuspend uwrong. Ngoba lento aseyenza sekune cyberbullying phakathi. Untombazana umnikile izithombe zakhe ngoba ubemthemba. Kodwa nathi as abazali kuyi responsibility yethu ukuthi sihlale sikhuluma nezingane zethu, especially ke zona lezi amantombazane, zibe aware ngezinto ezifana no cyberbullying nayo yonke lento. Umuntu azi ukuthi akumele ashuthe izithombe zakhe asende, nanokuthi umuntu angathembi nanoma ubani, ukuthi umuntu uyamazi akusho kodwa ukuthi mthembe ngempilo yakho nangakho konke lokho.
Sokugcina nasesisodwa abemthethunge bala no, we have to be fair. Asingise ngazi. Yes, akusize iuvo langapha ngiyakuthanda.
Mina ngicabanga ukuthi bobabili Lesizathu sokuthi bobabili bebenza into engekho emthethweni yokwenzanga. Xhumana ugabuni lesikole.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu, ngiyayithanda i-answer yakho ngoba iyona correct. So all of those people labathe ibona ba correct. Why? One, girl is a creator of child pornography. Boy is a distributor of child pornography. Both illegal. So bobabili banjani ba wrong. Ayaxoshwa. Right? And ngiyathandile ikuzlasisi lapha yana ukuthi we need to speak to our children ukuthi umuntu ungabomthemba. Khona lento leni kuthiwa i-revenge porn. Though yenzeka mostly kubantu abadala ukuthi ade nithandana musumala umuntu besethi yey mina ngizofaka ku Facebook angizinike nisi for ladies house. So nalokho ke kuyenzeka ukuthi umuntu uyajika one day ngiyazwana kusasa angisazwani usenama photos akho intimate yabona. So uthi umthetho ke kwi-act if umuntu enganikezanga i-consent yokuthi ushare lawo ma-images naye unencala uzovulela icala naye uzoboshwa yabona. So that is on our act to protect not only ingane but nabantu abadala. Senvali ukhona nombuzo I think isikhulumile manje mengase nje FPB nje niyazi ukuthi labantu laba mohlala phansi movie batshela age because bayakwazi ukubona umkhulu wengane ukuthi ingane iyakwazi ukuthi i-handle the content then abantu ngishayo because amanye ama-content aqinile. So they look at the development yengane to say, oh okay, le njengoba 16 is because we know ukuthi umuntu ona-16 uyazi ukuthi mangabe nishayana nizoboshwa, mangabe urobha ibhenki uzoboshwa yabona. Unlike ingane encane yenze njani? Ingane encane yazi ukuthi nje ngiyajahwana uTom and Jerry amshaye lana kungenzeki lutho yabona. So i-age to protect ingane bese kuba yini o-S, o-V, o-D bonke lokho which we call ama-classification elements. And then bese kuba ukuthi kuye kwaya sabona ukuthi asingadini emafilimini nasemagamini kuphela sasisiya online where now things like bullying or where you share sexual content under the age which is child pornography can be punishable using the act yethu. That is the core of what we do. We protect ingane from harmful content. Khona umbuzo nani? Yes ma'am. Maningi, u-PG, u-D, u-V, u-L, faka bejikizwa ngani? SV, yes, or they are called classification elements. Kuhlala abantu abawu-3 Every time you film a movie, whether you are a movie creator or you come a before you public by law, which is age and consumer advice, right? Uhlala abantu abathathu abaqashwe u-FPB on a part-time basis, abaphuma from all walks of life. Abanye babafundisi, abanye bawothisha, it depends. Abanye baba-students, they sit, babe bawu-3 bayibuke leyo movie, and then bese beyasha. It's a very, abanye abantu bathi mama, umsebenzi omnandi kanje ngihlala ama-movie. It's a very important job because that decision leyo iyona le ezobhalwa kwi-cover yaleyo movie leyo. So it's not just fun where you're just eating popcorn. You're right. Ukuthi okay, mina ngibonile elements of violence. Ngibonile kuphuzwa utshwala, shothi ngizofaka u-D. Ngibonile u-L kuthiwe F. Oh, ngibonile yabo vele nje hlalwe kudle u-popcorn okwemnandi. So after sebeqedile ngoba-3 bavumelana nge-age, bavumelana nalama-consumer advice nama-classification elements engikhuluma ngawo. Sengicela umbuzo sengiyahamba. Antandi ngihambe. Hayi bo iqoko. Azaleke. Yes.
Mina umbuzo wami ukuthi njengoba usiyacela lo mshadweni uthando. Njengoba ayemthuka nje uthando ukuthi nakwazi mhlambe ukuthi nakwazi mhlambe ngoba phela wayemthuka nje esho nje manje ukuthi nakwazi mhlambe nidile naye ngendlela right.
Okokuqala kufanele ngikusho ukuthi that is not a movie and it's a TV show. So kukhona amakhono esingafiki kuwona njengalokho ukuthi if into ku-TV SABC1 Mzansi or whatever, then that's not a movie, then asingeni kakhulu kuyona yabo banawo ama-channels abo where you can report uma ngabe ubona izinto ayikho right. On top of that, nabo kodwa before we book bayasho ukuthi this show is blah 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 and it's so if already mhlawumbe babeshile ukuthi lento le expressway la is not the view uyayazi nje na
Uyi-verbal bullying ngiyangena kuyona. Angena.
Online only. Alubuya lapha. Cha isigqoko unfortunately ngiphathe this for ngithatha ama-2 bese ngiyabhala sengiphelele isikhathi.
Sawubona sisi. Ngisacela ukubuza njengoba nje ni-FP ukuthi njengoba nisixwayisa kanjena because kuney'ngane ezinye zethu uthola ukuthi ingane uyatshela into kodwa masisengaphandle esisesikoleni yenzeke enye. Yini into engavele ixwayise zona iy'ngane zethu esikoleni ukuze kuprevent into ekanje?
Right, interventions where we speak to the learners, we speak to educators and community. So learner parent, learner, educator, where we have workshops with them. Sikhulume ngayo lento lena. And engithanda kakhulu ama-educators where they tell us ama-challenges that they face. Yes, yabona. And mina ngisho ekoleni ukuthi even when the parents meeting, slot me in for 5 minutes. Sikhulume ngalento lena because I feel it's a very important topic, yabona. Yes. Ngithe 2 more bese ngiyavala. Wasingashishisa manje.
Bengicela ukubuza ukuthi isenda fulekule sisana.
Oh, love it. Love it. Also say okay, kuzothatha omunye yedwa. So, kuma pages ethu, you can follow us sinawo Facebook, sinayo wonke nje ama socials. Wena TikTok, noma singekho there. Ukhazi TikTok because it's ama challenges nani. But Instagram and X sikhona. Ama platforms lawo ongawasebenzisa usendele imessage or udale sine office where we call it a complaints monitoring unit, where now they deal specifically for this, especially if a case idingeka ukuthi kube khona i-action yokuthi mhlawumbe take down that material. Though I must say into missing out there guys out there nami ngiyazi angithi mina mase nginayo bazothi sanjani mfuni yami ngiyithathe kuwena yabona ngisho but what they can do is stop ukuthi ke ingasaqhubeki because sometimes ingane ikulalela lokho ukuthi awe ma isithombe sami yabona ngisho so if singinaso nawo naso they can come into your phone and delete it yabo but what they can do they can advise okay say we are taking down this post and they communicate with social media people they take it down ukuze engabe isaqhubekela phambili on top of that bakusize futhi nawe ukuthi what can you do after ke manje sekwenzeke into enganjena. Okay, we are taking the last one, the last question. Okay, we are going to take the question. There. Yes.
Let's say sine awareness emphakathini. Do we book you in advance or gawe zeziphi indlela efanele basizilandele?
Yes, please give me a 2 weeks notice. 2 weeks is a bit too much. And even a 1 week notice. Because I mean, you get and I deal with the whole of the case already. So I'm getting sometimes with that. But what I always say is that more, yeah, I'm going to leave my cards. Yes, all things I use to tata, email, nina ngishayisa la ekhaya ngesikhathi esincane.
Mina umbuzo wami uthi bangenelela kanjani as FPB ey'koleni yabo mhlawumbe sebazobiza for the seniors abakubizele for the seniors kwenziwa njani-ke ngalezi ngane ey'ncane because nazo they are exposed kulezi zinto lezi since education ey'koleni baphasana ikuphi ekwenzayo ukungenelela because kuyenzeka ney'ngane esikoleni uthole ukuthi omunye ubone mhlawumbe isithombe somunye let's say efonini yami umntana uzobona isithombe mhlawumbe senganeka kamakhelwane mhlawumbe engaqabani mese befika esikoleni usezothi uyabona seyamthezekani Facebook for sure kunaba lezi ngane lezi mhlawumbe ngisengifo laba abancane okuyibona abathatha yonke into ngokunganaki singenelela kanjani kubona nabo ngiyayabona noma ngigcina noma singazi isikole.
Okay, siyayabona but asisebenzisi ulimi oluqinile ngoba abanye nje kusho ukuthi usuke bengaka understand kahle yabona but uyayibuza ingane ukuthi modonse umunye kutheka nje ku-right yabona just ukuthola umqondo wakhe ukuthi uye-understanda yini kwa-bullying leyo ngishoyo ukuthi modonse ubhanga wakho u-right yabo but you are right ukuthi si-concentrate kakhulu kulaba sebethe ukukhula because bona bazi kakhulu and they are more in danger. Laba abancane sicela ukuthi most of the time kube othisha nabazali where they deposit knowledge because yabona le nto eshoyo ukuthi ubone isithombe, that's an opportunity for you as a parent to explain and deposit knowledge kwingane yakho ukuthi okay into kanjeni kanje isebenza kanje yabo before allowing unosipho an outsider yabo PG ungena lapho, parental guidance. Very important. Thank you.
Okay, since sinabantu abasha abaningi lana, mina I would like to know ukuthi umsebenzi owenzayo uzofinyelele khona wena wenza kanjani. Ngoba ngibona ngathi uthe uwedwa futhi.
Okay. Nami ngiyafuna uncedo ngoba we are a very small office of 4 people in the whole of KZN. Mina ngedwa wenza advocacy. So into engaba right leyo. Inkinga kodwa niyazi ugovernment lezishite iculo lodwa. Imali ayikho. Yabona? Bathi ke mina ngafunda phakathi ukwenza lo msebenzi. Ngangena FB, i-receptionist, ngabona ukuthi okay, ukuze ngikhule athi nami ngi-applye umfundaze waphakathi. Then ngase ngenza i-administration futhi ngithi ngikhulisa the reception part. Then ngase ngena ka-compliance. Njengoba ngishilo sisiba 4 kunabantu abaphumayo which are compliance officers who go to taxi ranks besusa le material lama-DVDs enathengayo phone bawathathe bawashise. So they do raids, they do inspections. So nami ngangene kuloko sase siyadividwa kwathiwa ke ngeke lonke nigijime akube khona ozobaxwayisa kuqala ukuthi ningayenzi le kanje ngangena kanjalo ku-advocacy. But I would think ukuthi into ne-communication phakathi ibalulekile ngoba siyakhuluma bo. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sis Nosi. Can we warm it up? Warm. 3, 2, 1.
She's a champion.
She's indeed a champion. Thank you so much, Sis Nosi, for the insight. Now we know where to complain. And we do have a card here, so you are welcome to come in and fetch one card for the details for this. But as we have already said, today we have only 2 presentations, and we are done with the second one. And from here, I'm going to hand over to Usis Sharon. We're going to continue with the digital training. So any challenges, please let her know so that tomorrow when we receive the certificate, we are all on par. So I'm going to hand over to Usis Sharon to continue with the training. And Ms. Mukoni, can you update us in terms of the time? No, it's fine. We'll actually give you directive when the time is approaching. Enjoy your training then.
Thank you.
continued here. So, yes, so which reminds me, please, the last question you have to do it on your own because the questions are, how do we put it in English? The questions are different, so I won't be able to assist you with the last quiz, with the last test. That one is yours. That's why you need to focus, even when we read the questions, so that you will remember that, oh, I saw this question, and then you answer the correct things, okay? Is that clear? So we were in quiz, we were in create digital content, which is number 5, am I correct? The ones who are not done. Okay, so we will start with the first quiz. It has one question. You want to access Microsoft Word and other Microsoft Office apps from your laptop without installing any software. You do not have any Office subscription. Which of the following Microsoft Office offers you best option? Is it Office 365, Office 2016, Office Direct, Office Online? And if I remember well, we were working on Microsoft Office. Do you still remember with Usis Brenda? So whatever that you were learning, you're not supposed to be forgetting. So which one is correct? Office Online. Saying yes. Office Online, let's all press Office Online. Can we move? The faces are not convincing. Can we move? Yes. Okay, cool. Did you all get it correct? Yes. Let's go to the next quiz. It says if you save your document to OneDrive, you can access it only or from another device using eCloud. Do you still remember cloud? Where we store our information so that we can access it anywhere? Yes. So which one is the correct answer, true or false? True. Question number 2. Which of the following type of content would Microsoft Word be most appropriate to use for? Formulas, Microsoft Word, it's the one that you were using. Remember, we have Microsoft Word, we have Excel, we have PowerPoint. So we were using in Microsoft, and the question is saying which of the following types of content would Microsoft Word be appropriate to use? Is it letters, numbers, slides, or formulas and calculations? Letters. Letters. We are in question number 3. The question says, you must use a separate program to print a Word document. Is it true or false? False, I need. And then the last question says, which of the following file extensions are Word document typically saved with? We are still in Word. Is it XLS, Docs, or Doc? It's B, right? Let's choose B. Did we get 4 out of 4? Yes. Perfect. Then we go into quiz 3. Are you with me? Are we in the same, what's the word? Are we in the same page? Yes. Same path? Same lane? Yes. Okay. Quiz 3, am I correct? Yes. And it has 3 questions. Yes. Okay. It says, which of the following commands opens and replace features? D. It's D. Nice, yes, it's D. Don't fight me. How? It's D. Are you correct, Sis Brenda? Okay, and then we have the other question, and it says select a whole line of text. To select. You were working on which?
Yes, and they did that.
Yes. So to select the whole line of text in Word, you can't. You can click to the right of the text, click to the left of the text, select the last word in the text, select the first word in the text. Which one? Click to the left. Are we all saying click to the left?
Right.
Brenda was explaining this to you yesterday over again.
It's B. It's B and it's... Okay, cool. Then the last question says, when word identifies a word that you have misspelled in your document, it will give you a squiggly line. It will appear under the word. Is it true or false? That's squiggly line. Okay, true. So we also that red line and it. So are they referring to it when they say squiggly line? Yes, that's correct. Did we all get 3 out of 3? Yes. Perfect. Let's go to the other quiz. Are we on quiz number 4? We in quiz number 4? Yes. Wait, are we all in the same bus? Yes. The faces are not convincing. It's like you are worried. I don't wanna share you. I don't wanna share you. Hey, the bus is heavy, so I will share you. Okay, so now we are in for it. It has 2 questions and it's from which menu can you apply a design to a table you've already created? Yeah. Oh. From which menu can you apply a design to a table you have already created? So we're all saying design and it? Yes, it's design. And then the next question says, which of the following menus should you use to insert word art? You are doing all these things, no spread. Insert. Are we all agreeing? Nina Manga, yes? I'm just tricking you. Are you lunch? And even Sis Brenda is happy. Insert. We will give you the digital clap when you are done with the quiz that you're supposed to do alone. For now. Then let's go to quiz number 5. Did we all get 2 out of 2? Yes. Quiz number 5. It has 3 questions, am I correct? Are you with me? Yes. Who's behind? I just want to ask J randomly. Who's behind? Or what's the problem? Still that doesn't want to go through. The other one? No one else, right? I can't hear you. You are good. Let's move. We are in quiz 5, it has 3 questions. To add the equation, we are in Excel. It's Excel. Remember, we have a family. I won't teach you again because you've been taught. But we have Excel, we have PowerPoint, we have Microsoft Word, and it. Now it says, to add an equation, you can press Alt plus B, Alt plus C. Which one is which? Which one is correct? She's correct. I will all agreeing that it's B. She's saying she had a problem at home, but she did write her answers down. That's why she knows these things.
Oh, okay.
So, and she's Sis Brenda's friend apparently. I'm jealous because you are all our friends. numbers will always be displayed in the center of the bottom of the page. Is it true or false? False. It's false, and it's... Listen, I will change. So we all saying it's B. Okay, let's click on B. I wish you all the best with the last test. I do. Okay, and then the last question says, from which of the following menus can you apply a theme? Sis Brenda, explain this one. Design? Yes. Are we all agreeing? Yes. Okay. Nizwana, number teacher, ma'am. Is it correct? Let's see. Next. 3 out of 3? Yes. Okay, then we go to the other piece. It has one question. It has one question. It says you can edit a PDF file without converting it to another file tab in Microsoft Word. Is it false? Who's saying no? Oh, we all saying it's false. Okay, then now let's go to module number 6. Don't forget to scroll down on that Word document to unlock the other module. Yes, unlock. It's locked, we have to unlock it. Now we are in module number 6. Collaborate and manage, right? Are we all there? Are we all there? Yes. It's not convincing. Sisonke lapho. Yes. Sisonke silapho. Exactly. Sonke silapho. And it's hey, Magatinto. Why what happened? I must slow down. I'm coming. Can we move? Should we move? Do you allow me? Okay, let's collaborate and manage content. So, we are on quiz 1. When you share a file with others, the option for other people to edit is enabled by default. True or false? Who said false? Do we agree with her? No. They say they don't agree with you. Is it true or false? False. You're sticking with false. How many of us are saying false? 2 people. I see as Brenda's. She said false. And then it's her and Sister. The other are saying it's true. Are you still sticking with false and it's good? True. And let's continue. Let's continue. If you got wrong, it's you and then you must have Windows. You must have a Windows device to use OneDrive. Is this true? You must have a Windows device to use OneDrive. Guys, OneDrive. OneDrive. We spoke about it. And I'm not going to is it spoon feed or school feed? Spoon. I'm no longer spoon feeding you because you'll get used. False, I mean. Do we have OneDrive on our phones? No. Didn't we talk about e-cloud? And I also mentioned that we also have OneDrive, Google Drive. So can we still have information here? Google, memory card. What if it gets lost? Let's move. So we're saying it's what? Okay? It's
I'm very concerned. I don't think they were listening to you yesterday.
They were. Maybe it's just that that's too much questions. They were listening. I trust them. The questions are just overwhelming. I know, don't worry. But then you need to focus at the same time. Remember my words, you'll be alone when you are doing the other courses. So you always have to focus and be independent.
And listen. Listening is a major skill. Because the answers was given yesterday during the presentations and also in the videos. So if you listen, you will have the answers.
Yes, that's true. And when we will play the videos again at the end when we are done, so that you will recap. Okay? And as I said, you still have all the power to go through the system on your own again and study nicely on your own pace without any disturbance. Yes.
And when you are doing other courses, please read the questions carefully. Read it, and even if you have to read it 3 or 4 times, so that you can understand the question.
That's true. So, should we move?
Yes.
Okay, so we are in question number 3. It says, we done with this one? Yes, we said what's the answer? What did we say the answer is? It's the one for OneDrive. It's false, right? We click on false. And then question 4, to check recent activity on your files, you should select view, information, new, or sort. Information. Question 5. For Microsoft account items in OneDrive, recycle bin are kept for 30 days before being permanently deleted. The people who make use of their OneDrive and their Google Drive. Is it true or false? True, hang it? Okay, true. You will find this question also in, listen, you will, Sis Brenda, what did you do? Okay.
The question that you just answered now, that's the reason why sometimes people's phones are full. Because the information remains in the recycle bin for a month before it gets completely deleted. And if you don't delete it there, then your phone is full, but you think you have deleted things. So that's why it gives you a whole month, so that if you don't end up losing information. information that you actually wanted to do. So I just think it's important that you also, that's why I said you must read the questions, because it gives you information about things that you will have to do every day. That's why this course is called digital literacy. It's giving you literacy in understanding how to use digital devices. So I just wanted to add that. Thank you.
Thank you, Max, which is true. And you will also find these questions, I think, also in those 60 questions, and also in that test that you'll be writing on. You will find this question again. So let's move to the quiz number 2, which has 5 questions. It says to add a comment to Word document, find the new comment option in which menu of the word ribbon. Do you still remember what ribbon? Sis Brenda, teaching you about the ribbon and all of that. Do you still remember? So it's a review. We all agree. Click on and review. To share a document, you need to upload it to OneDrive. Is it true or false? To share a document, any document, you first need to upload it in OneDrive. It falls because some of you saying you didn't use OneDrive using it, but you do share documents with our WhatsApp, our email. So is it true or false? Let's move for a preview of how the document will look if you make all the suggestions. Suggested changes, permanent. Which of the following options should you choose? Simple markup, no markup, original or all markup? Which one? It's no markup. It's B, no markup. And then to accept or reject tracked changes, which word menu should you use? Home, layout, view, or review? Remember, you have to accept or reject tracked changes. Which word menu should you use? I need you checking, rechecking, review. So it's a review, am I correct? Okay, let's see. How many of us got it correct? Oh, we have last question. To collaborate on a document in Word, you must send your changes via email before they can be viewed by someone else. To collaborate, working on a document. To collaborate. Collaborate is to what? Work together. So, you must send your changes via email before they can be viewed by someone else. True or false? False. Did we all get 5 out of 5? How many of us got 5 out of 5? I'm hearing Sharon. Do you need assistance? I'm hearing Sharon. Are we still together? Should we move? You sure? Okay. We are in quiz number what? We are in quiz 4. It says when you search for a keyword, a result will be included if it contains the keyword in the attendee, subject, attachments, or is all above? Uyazidawutha. It's all above, I need guys. When you set a meeting invitation, okay. When you set a meeting invitation, you can use scheduling assistant to check if your colleagues are available in the same time. It's true, and it's ooh, so you are familiar with the virtual platform. And then question 3, in Outlook calendar, the longest reminder you can set for an appointment is a day, a week, 2 weeks, or a month. 2 weeks. Ooh, that's nice. 2 weeks. Yes, let's see. 3 out of 3? Yes. Yep, are we all agreeing? Yes. Okay. The second question. When you set a meeting, that one. When you set a meeting invitation, you can use scheduling assistant to check if your colleagues are available at the same time. They said true. We have one question and it says true or false. When you create a new contact, are you listening? Shh. When you create a new contact group, you can't add an existing group to the new group. When you create a new contact, is it true or false? You are creating a new contact group. You do have smartphones. You do add people's numbers. It doesn't even want a laptop, this one. So which one is which? When you create a new contact group, you can't add an existing group to the new group. It's false. Please scroll down to the document to unlock the other module. Are we all in that part? In the document? Are we here? So should we go to module 7? Are we all on module 7? Not convincing. Are we all on module 7? Yes. If you're not on module 7, please raise your hand. So we all on module 7. Okay, let's go to module 7, and that's our digital literacy. Okay, so you see we are in this part now. The very important one. The first one, it has 60 questions. I'm going to be quick with assisting you, but at the same time, those questions that apply here, you will find them there when you do the quiz on your own. So be focused, ne? And we have 60 questions there, and we have 60 questions on our last test. 60 and 30. So I'm helping you with the 60 ones. Then you do your test on your own with the 30 ones. 69. 69? Yes. 69 questions? Yes. No problem, I'm still going to assist you. How? So the first question says, Mona wants laptop for work, which computer component will she use? What were you using to type? Keyboard. Choose your keyboard then. Kani will be attending university and she needs to purchase a computer. She wants a portable. What do they mean when they say a portable computer? A laptop, I need. And you can take it anywhere, I need. What about?
That's not what they mean when they say something that you can take with you. That's what it means.
Yes. Not only a laptop, right? Okay. Which is true, because the questions has those options and it means it's something that you can take anywhere, I guess, because it's portable. I need. So it says, Kanye will be attending. Kanye will be attending university. She needs to purchase a computer. She wants a portable computer to type her notes during class and continue working on her assessments and essays at home. She will need to install various applications and programs on her device to complete assessment. What is the best type of computer she needs? Remember, we said a laptop is a computer. We said our smartphones is a computer. A tablet is a computer. So is it all of the above or only a laptop?
All of the above.
I don't know, I hear with you.
No, ladies, listen to the question. That's why I said to you, you must read the question. What will be the best portable computer?
The best.
The best.
Because she needs to install various applications and programs to complete her assessments. Laptop. Okay.
A laptop is best because it has more space than a tablet. And it is also easier to load applications on a laptop than on a tablet or on a phone. That's why it's best.
It's best. It's best. However, here they want you to choose laptop. Let's move. And then as you want to explain to your friend what a computer is. What is a computer? So before, how were you explaining a computer to someone who doesn't know? It's this thing that is like this. A computer consists of hardware and software. Please give me examples of hardware. And what is a hardware? The table, the touchable item, the physical item, and the software, application. Okay, the hardware. Examples of hardware. Monitor. Mouse. What does the monitor help us to do? Okay, I won't get that because I'll ask questions. So the question says, you want to explain to your friend what a computer is. You start by saying a computer consists of at least what? Are we all agreeing? Yes. As part of your explanation of what a computer is, you mentioned various types of hardware. Examples are keyboard, screen, CPU. What is a CPU? What do you think the CPU is? Thank you. Please.
Give her a digital
Please. It's the brain of the computer. Central processing unit is CPU, which is the brain of the computer. Digital clap quickly. 1, 2, 3, let's go. and laptop, what is the main difference?
Yeah, that's like, guys, what's the main difference?
We just spoke about it.
Just spoke about it.
Portable, I hear portable. And battery what? Battery power. Battery power. So which one is correct? You can't take two. You have to choose one. So it's B. Yes. Okay? Which of the following is true? When you describe a tablet to your friend, is a tablet a big gadget, or it's small? Like, how do you explain it? Is it a small? Is it smaller than a laptop? It's used as a desktop computer. Another name for it, it's a smartphone. It's smarter than a laptop. Which one is correct? Smaller than a laptop. Okay? Are we all agreeing though? Okay. Ha! What is an operating system? I need someone to tell us, because this one we've been singing it. Who wants to try? Remember, we are learning. I need. What is an operating system?
Managing hardware, software in a computer.
Does it manage the software and hardware in the computer? You don't know.
Is another word for an application.
We have two answers now. Which one is correct? The options are, it's another word for an application. It manages hardware and software in a computer. You will find it again between the, yes, you'll find it in the test. It's a window application. Or it's the unit that powers a computer. So which one is which? We're all saying it's B. I get communion choose the answer different. I know they can be tricky, but you must remember we played a video and I played it second time. I didn't play it only once but twice. And they kept on saying an operating system is What is an operating system? Listen, does an iPhone, maybe you will get it now. Does an iPhone use the same operating system like the one that is used in Android? No. So which one is the correct answer? This one is yours.
Someone said it at the back.
Yes?
Did they use the part of a computer?
It powers the computer with these options that are here. And the answer is there, and they told you. So I want you to give me the answer from there. So everyone is saying B. Because that means you're not listening. Let's move.
They are not listening to the video, they are not listening to us. I told you that earlier.
Let's move. Which of the following is not an operating system?
Yeah, but they will get it now.
It's not an operating system. Smart OS, Linux OS, Mac OS, Microsoft OS.
It's D, smart OS.
Are we all agreeing? Okay. But then how come you didn't know how to answer that one? It is possible to pin a frequently used application to your taskbar. Oh, this one we spoke about it as well.
It's true.
Are we all agreeing? Yes. No. No, I thought you were saying no, but she's saying yellow. Okay, let's move. And then the term signing out piece. What does it mean? Signing out now. Signing out. Ooh. We have a mixed seats. And then files can be grouped in folders. Yes. Yo, we're still in 11. Let's push. You need a personalized experience on your computer. You need a personalized experience on your computer. Someone told you that you could use a digital assistant on Microsoft to assist you with your daily schedule. Your assistant is called Cortana. It's Cortana, ne? Then move, let's move. Everyone is talking about applications, which is apps. We call them apps. No, an app they can crash. You can install on your smartphone. An example of an app is a charger. No. It's a game on your cell phone? Yes. Oh, okay. It's not an operating system? No. They are not sure. Let's move. A text file needs a certain to open. Application, document, operating system, or window. A text file needs a certain to open it. Application. Let's move. When a file is too big to send someone, you can store. Yeah? When a file is too big to send to someone, you can store the file on and give it to a person. External hard drive. External hard drive. Okay? Not external. And then you bought a new pair of Bluetooth and earphone. What type of technology is Bluetooth? Application technology? Wireless. Wired. She's moving. You are on the road and want to use your laptop. There's no physical network connection available. To still communicate with the outside world, you need a wired technology, application technology, software technology, wireless technology. Wireless. So we understood this, there is question. Then a friend wants to know what the internet is. How will you describe it to her? This one, I don't want you to sing it. Wait, I don't want you to sing it. I want someone to raise their hand.
It's BIT, a global network connecting computer around the world.
She also wants to sing something. Is she correct? Yes. No, I wanted her to explain it. Then she gave us the answer. It's fine. Let's move. The internet address you use for Microsoft is www.microsoft.com. What does www mean? Excuse me.
you to find information on the internet, you will need the following: a browser, computer, internet connection. Is it all of the above? You have various options to connect to the internet. Select the option that enables you to connect to the internet. Is it mobile, broadband, Wi-Fi, Ethernet cable, or the above? They connect to the internet. Okay. And then what does URL stand for? Okay.
Uniform Resource Locator.
Are we all agree? Yes. She's correct. So the correct answer is Uniform Resource Locator. And then hyperlink. Ooh. What is a hyperlink? Is it they are hardware part of the computer? They are networks on the computer. They contains URL to the other web pages or none of the above. C. Are we all agreeing with C?
You are giving.
Okay. Which one is correct? Okay. And then the history option in a web browser allows you all the history. Another trick, that's why you see your kids, they've been busy with what on their phones. You go to history. If you didn't disable it. But if it's enabled, you'll be able to see what they have been busy with on Google or whatever. Yeah. So the history options in web browser allows you to keep track of the web pages they visited, or log faults on a computer, provide access to the internet, or all of the above. A search engine. Spoke about it yesterday. Is it A, part of a computer? It makes quick and easy to find information. It's an example of social media, or it's none of the above. B. Oh, okay. Next. I thought it's none of the above. You, me, The software which allows users to view a web page. Software which allows users to use a web page is known as an operating system, an interpreter, an internet browser, or a hard drive. Tell us, Pella. We want to move. Which one is which? C. Okay. An online computer, it's the one that is on it, that switched on it. Oh, you agree?
How?
It's fully charged, isn't it?
No.
Is it powered on? Is it connected to the internet?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So what is it? It's connected to the internet. It's online. Not it's on. It's on. It's power.
And how does an email differ from a traditional mail? How does an email differ from traditional mail? Email is delivered over the internet with a unique email address. Email is almost immediate, and then email can be password protected. Is it all of the above, or is it okay? And then which of the following is a valid email address? Bit tricky. Is it C? Let's see if C. We have Tabo Kingsley, #gmail.com is number 1. Number 2, we have tabo.kingsley@gmail.com. Then we have C, it says tabo.kingsley@gmail.com. Then the other one says tabokingsley@gmail. C. Okay. Which primary part of the email can a user use to view all email received? Sent, draft, inbox, all of the above.
Inbox.
Which primary part of the email can user use to view all emails received? All of the above.
No.
There's someone who's saying inbox, there's someone who's saying all of the above. Which one is which? Okay. Tando wants to Tando wants to compose and send an email to his study mate using an MS Outlook to remind everyone of their group task. Which icon will Tando use to create this email? You don't even give me a chance. New email. And then from which of the following device can a user send, receive, and read emails? Okay, they are moving there. They want to finish. A user can set up a unique email signature, which will appear at the bottom of every email sent. Is it true or false? True. And then, Tando has a smartphone. Which online communication method can she use to interact with her study mates when she's at home? Let's read again. It says Tando has a smartphone. Which online communication method can she use to interact with her study mates when she's at home? Send and receive instant messages online, make voice calls, all of the above. Everyone is saying all of the above. And then Busisile has been job hunting for an administration job for 5 months. How are you not even allowing me to finish reading? Okay, what's the answer then? Yeah, I think the answer. Which one is correct? C. Let's read the question. Busisiwe has been job hunting for administration job for 5 months. Last week, she finally secured a job interview scheduled for tomorrow morning in a town 15 kilometers away. She hears about a planned taxi strike for the following day from her neighbor. This may delay her arrival time for interview. What online communication method can she request today to make sure she does not miss her interview? Send a motivational email with her CV and qualifications attached to the email. Make a phone call to all her interviewers one by one to answer their specific questions. Make a video call where she can interact with the interviewer panel. Is it all of the above or? Okay. C is make a video call where she can interact. Then a user can make a Skype. Do you still remember Skype? Yes. A user can make a Skype call to another person without a link or without having the person's contact list. Is it true or false? False. Before making or receiving a video call, a user must make sure that the audio and camera settings are set up correctly, the device is connected to the internet. Is it possible for me to receive a video call without the internet connection? No. Okay. Then there's not a lot of background noise. So is it all of above or one answer? Okay. They need to finish. Let's just quickly finish this one. Oh, you also agree? Yes. They don't understand because it will take us back to the first question. Phishing. This one applies to being safe online. And you will find it also on the last test. Phishing is a suspicious-looking message that looks genuine but can be harmful. If you get a suspicious-looking email asking for a home address and bank details, what should you do? Install verified anti-malware software, verify that you are on a secure website. You can use automatic updates. Is it all of the above or one of them? All of the above. Then the other question says communicating safely online. Shh. You said you wanted us to finish quickly.
Yeah, so please can we talk about it now?
Communicating safely online is essential to protect yourself. Your friend Tabo wants you to give them some facts on the online safety. Which of the following statements are not true and should not be followed? Not true and should not be followed. Mina, I will choose the one that says. Let me not even give you. Which one is the answer? Use instincts. A. D says keep your distance. Do not just meet anybody face to face if you have only met them online. So we say D. Is it this one? C. We say it's C. Choose the one you want because we have different answers. Is it C or D or A? Keep your distance. Listen. Keep your distance. Do not just meet anybody face to face if you have only met them online without informing a friend, parent, or someone close to you. It's C. It's C. Okay, D says you can only send photos of yourself to people who live in other countries because they are far away and cannot help you. So which one is which? It's C still.
No.
The question says not true. Let's go back to the question. The question says not true. It's D. It's D. Not true. That's the question. Let's move. You are trying to explain to your parents that passwords are similar to locks on the front door and should be kept safe and difficult for others to guess. Which of the following tips will you not give to your friend? You will not give. Use combination of letters. Avoid using familiar names. Use the same password for all your accounts. Don't do personal business. It's C, ne? Everyone is agreeing. Okay, good. Victor bought a new bike and wants to show it off on Facebook. This is interesting. His friend took a photo of him with the bike in front of his house. Very interesting. Showing the bike, maker, color, and number plate. This is a safe way of showing off his bike. Is it true or false?
False.
I will ask next time. I wanted to ask why you think false. Indicate the wrong statement. A digital footprint it can be easily erased. Ne?
No.
It can build your personal brand. Can give apps, browsers your interest. It can also give you future employee information. Can give you future employee information. You said no in all of them. So which one is which? I spoke about digital free. Indicate the wrong statement. Indicate the wrong statement. I spoke about it yesterday. Indicate the wrong statement. It can easily be erased. I told you that it can be easily erased. When you put someone there are apps that are there to check what you do on your online platforms, and they will say, this one, Uyiseva bulilo.
And also, whatever you put on the internet, it is there forever. It cannot be deleted. So whatever is part of your digital footprint, yesterday we asked you what's the digital footprint. You said it's a record of everything that you did or said on the internet. And so if it's on the internet, it cannot be erased easily because it's there forever. So that's why the answer is A.
Thank you, Mums. And then you are allowed to send hateful and false messages to people. Is it true or false?
False.
Which one is not a version of Office?
Office call.
Are we all saying Office call?
Yes.
Which one of the Office version is free of charge?
Office online.
Are we all agreeing? Which one of the Office version is I'm not repeating. Oh, you were still choosing the answer. You need a Microsoft account to access Office online.
True.
Hi.
The difference between save and save as. Are you listening?
Yes.
Well, that's good. The difference between save and save as. That save as allows you to choose the location and file type. Is it true?
True.
In Word, to select a single word, you need to triple click, double click, single click, just move the mouse on over the word. Which one is which?
Double click.
Misspelled words are underlined with a squiggly line. And then, in spelling and grammar, if you want Word to skip checking items throughout the whole document, you select ignore all. Ignore one. You select don't check for this issue, ignore one, ignore all, or none of the above.
Not all.
And then James typed a 30-page document, and on that document he misspelled the name of company. A. Pomolo San, and instead typed Pomolo San. Misspelled. What feature in Word can you use to fill and replace all the misspelled Pomolo word? There's no master pronunciation. Simultaneously. So which one is correct? Find and replace. Find and replace all. Find, replace, replace. Find, replace, replace next. Read through the document and correct each word individually. D. She chose D, so we're asking when she finished. If she chose D. Yes. If you want to organize, yes. Please. And then, are you still with me? If you want to organize shopping list, you can make use of the spacebar tabs, bullets, shapes.
Bullet.
You insert a rectangle shape in your Word document and you want to change the color of the shape. To do this, you need to first select the shape and then change the color. It's true. Out of 69. Which of the following options can be used if you want to make a word stand out of using outline, shading, and other effects? Highlight, without font, all of the above?
All of the above.
If you do not want to add a page number to the first page, you follow the steps. Select page number, format page number, start at 0. Different first page, select page number, format shape, start 0, different last page. Select page number, format text box, start at 1, different next page, select page number, manually delete the number from the first page. Which one? Selecting a shape also enables formatting features, drawing tools. Is it true or false? Tata wants to use a ruler in MS Word, but he forgot where it's located. I also forgot where is it located. Tell me to do anything to search in Office by using which keystroke? Control A, Shift, Alt Q, Alt Q, Control Z. C. C.
Yes.
I don't want to get it wrong. This one I forgot as well.
C.
And then you want to include an equation in a Word document. To activate the equation feature, you use the keystroke, Alt plus equals to, Alt plus E, Control plus E, Shift plus equals to. Antoinette wants to apply for teaching post. Are you listening? Shh. Antoinette wants to apply for a teaching post at a local school. One of the requirements is that her CV needs to be submitted in PDF format. Antoinette will save the document called Antoinette CV on her hard drive under the folder My Documents. Before sending an email, Antoinette must allow this easy step to convert and save her CV into a PDF format. You will find this one again in the test. Select File tab, Share Drive, PDF, File Extension, Save As. Which one? It's A. Are we all agreeing? And then when you want to store your document on OneDrive, what type of device can be used? Is it all of the above? Laptop, tablet, desktop? Jabu is a part-time teacher at a local school and has an Office 365 account. Which of the following cloud platform can Jabu use to share assessment with his learners? OneDrive, email, WhatsApp, or all of the above? It's A, it's not an email, it's not a WhatsApp. Remember, it says 365 account. Which of the following cloud platforms?
That's why you must read the question.
Richard is a new student and has no account with OneDrive. Richard only needs a Windows, Android, iOS mobile phone to sign in or sign up. True or false? Richard is a new student and does not have an account with OneDrive. Richard only needs a Windows, Android, iOS to sign in or sign up to create an account. Is it true or false? Whenever you co-authoring, are you listening? Your faces are not convincing. Are you okay?
Yes.
Whenever when you are co-authoring a document in SharePoint, it does not allow you to work simultaneously. I need to practice this week. On the document, is it true or false? We've been repeating this question. You are not focused. Let's move. Nero is writing a book in Word and some of the editors made a markup on his book. Nero is not worried because he can see the markups and comment when he opens the book in Word again. Is it true or false? with some of the editors collaborating. So, is it true or false? Okay. For every calendar item, you can only assign a single color category and choose when Outlook reminds you of the event, of that event. Edward is writing a test in 3 days and would like to access. We are repeating it again. Which one is which? It's the one of, okay. 30 days. 30 days. Zama has been newly appointed as a sales representative at a specific organization in Gauteng and has an Office 365 account. When sharing files and folders with Office 365 on Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, you can only share with people in your organization. Listen to the question. Zama has been newly appointed as a sales representative at a specific organization in Gauteng and has an Office 365 account. When sharing files and folders with Office 365 on Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, you can only share with people in your organization. Oh. Tato needs to set up a meeting with one of his colleagues and in the same organization. Working on his Outlook calendar, it is possible to click on colleagues' calendar and try overlaying calendars by selecting the arrow button on each calendar. Tato needs to set up a meeting with one of his colleagues in the same organization working on his Outlook calendar. Is it true or false? 12 o'clock, let's move. A few questions left too. Vince is working with the OneDrive mobile app on his mobile device. Vince is working with the OneDrive mobile app and on his mobile device and needs to edit his documents before he submits it to his teacher, but he needs to scan the document and convert it to PDF document. The OneDrive mobile app is unable to perform these tasks. Is it true or false? So did you get 68 out of 69? How many of us passed? How many of us passed this section here? And is that what you pass it and you push up? How much did you get? 62? Who's below? Who's below? No one, I need